Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Hulk and the Agents of S.M.A.S.H. If you've never thought of Hulk as part of the team other than the Avengers, where he was sort of barely a member of the team, they didn't get along with him, let's just say. But he was part of the team. He now, at least in 2013 to 2014, for 2 seasons, he was part of a team called the Agents of S.M.A.S.H. And honestly, I was wrong yesterday. It's not like a spin-off of S.H.I.E.L.D. from what I can tell. It is just their own team. What does the S.M.A.S.H. stand for? I will not tell you. It is something that Rick Jones comes up with and defines at the end of the second episode. I watched 2 episodes. It's a 2-part sort of introduction to the team and battle with a major Marvel villain that once threatened the entire galaxy. Well, actually more than once. I'll spoil only this. They go up against Annihilus. For you Marvel heads out there, for people who have no idea who Annihilus is, well, you're about to be introduced to him if you watch the show. He's from the Negative Zone, and he's normally a Fantastic Four villain many, many times over. There's been a couple times that he's threatened the entire Marvel Universe, and everybody has been brought against him to fight during the Annihilus War. Just Annihilation. It was a whole thing. So, anyway, what we have here as we start out, we have the Hulk as part of in his own little corner of the animated Marvel Universe, which does have the Avengers and the Fantastic Four, I believe. Galactus shows up. I know that at some point, apparently. All sorts of different... Spider-Man shows up, voiced by Drake Bell, who also does the voice for Spider-Man in his own animated series at the time. So, you get just this little corner of the Marvel Universe, animated, voiced by Fred Tatasciore. I'm never sure if I'm saying his name right. He plays the Hulk, and Rick Jones is played by Seth Green. Yes, Chris Griffin and the man behind Robot Chicken, one of the many behind Robot Chicken, and so many other voices, and Howard the Duck in the MCU. He's kind of the crux of this, even more so than the Hulk, in a sense that he decides that he's going to film the Hulk with floating orbs, the cameras filming him to show that he's a hero, the great guy that he knows and loves, not the monster that the world thinks he is. So, if people don't know who Rick Jones is, well, he is instrumental to the story of the Hulk in the comics. He's the very reason that Bruce Banner became the Hulk. It's in the original comic, the Hulk was, they're testing the gamma bomb, and some kid wanders out on the testing range just strumming his guitar and is sitting on the hood of his car in the desert. I imagine the hood of that car was really hot, unless it was like sort of close to nightfall, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was cold. But either way, Rick Jones was out there because he's a rebel, one of those teen 60s rebels just strumming his guitar. And Bruce, in a surprising act of bravery, runs out onto the testing field and grabs the kid and throws him into a ravine, not a ravine, just sort of a ditch kind of thing, and takes the full blast of the gamma bomb, turning him into the Incredible Hulk. Well, in this, it's established that Rick and Hulk are just hanging out. Rick by the way, has been the sidekick to many a major superhero in the Marvel Universe in the comics. Hulk first, and then Captain Marvel, the first one, Marvel, Captain America. I think he had a stint as like a new Bucky for a while. I could be wrong about that one. He just became buddies up to everybody at some point or another. So anyway, he's got the Hulk trying to get him to rehabilitate his image by filming it, and the Hulk is not for this. He's just like, go away, you're obnoxious, stop trying to do this. But yet, because of the stylized nature of this cartoon, which I was more impressed by than I realized, this is, yeah, it's television animation. It doesn't have the gigantic budget of major motion pictures like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and things like that. No, it doesn't have that kind of thing. But they do a lot of stuff with framing the sequences, letterboxing at times, sometimes smashing it vertically, and just like almost kind of like the Ang Lee Hulk in a sense, where they would uh, panelize certain shots. So it's very dynamic, and the shots are always moving at times to make it just really fun. Just it's done even better than how they did it in the Ang Lee film. Whether you like that film or not, it did have more of a comic book feel to the depiction of the Hulk in that. Either way, the thing that frustrated me was the fact that even though the Hulk was totally against this, they do these cutaways like every so often where they talk to the camera like it's Modern Family. They're talking to the camera, telling their real feelings and thoughts on things in the middle of another sequence. So the cameras are with the Hulk even when they're in the negative zone, and when he's off trying to do a special thing, he talks to the camera, revealing what he's really thinking in the midst of it, not like after, like looking back on it. And he's totally in on it, but he's against it. It's confusing, but who cares? It's a kid's cartoon, and honestly, if you love the Hulk, this is your chance to have all the Hulks you want. We got a green Hulk, we got a red Hulk, we got a blue Hulk, we got a She-Hulk, we got a son of Hulk. Spoiler, Scar in the comics, as we saw at the end of the She-Hulk series, who he makes an appearance, Scar is Hulk's space baby. But he's a grown-up teenage Hulk who's kind of looks like Conan the Barbarian might also be his dad. I don't know. If the Hulk and Conan the Barbarian had a baby together, I'm not sure how that would work. They would, well, the alien woman that the Hulk hooked up with was pretty savage herself. And in the destruction of their planet, this is a comic, by the way, in the destruction of their planet, the Hulk, Scar, the son of Hulk, was born. In this, though, they do not address the fact that he is the Hulk's son. That is probably a storyline that comes up later. Don't know. Red Hulk in this is General Thaddeus Ross, who we also know in the MCU as, General Ross, who is, I can't, my brain is not helping me remember the name of the actor who played him, who passed away recently. But in the Thunderbolts movie coming up, I wonder if, sorry, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Yeah, Thunderbolts. Okay. You think he's going to show up? Of course he is. And Harrison Ford is playing him. Yes. To be a bit spoilery, but it's been tossed out there, there's a really good chance we're going to see a Red Hulk. Go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal. You might get spoiled. So, I don't know how the Happy Meals have a spoiler in them already. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the Red Hulk is there, and of course, at one point, I won't tell you how, but A-Bomb, I got right here, I won't reveal his origin. You can watch the episodes to find out. A-Bomb, because he's an awesome bomb. He's kind of the Blue Hulk. He shows up, names himself, and he becomes part of this team in a sense. And then there's also She-Hulk, who is not a lawyer in this, voiced by Eliza Dushku, by the way, Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She is like a stunt pilot. I don't know. And that's the reason that Hulk drives his Hulkmobile through the desert to where they're filming something that she's in a movie where she crashes a plane or lands a plane and catches fire, and because she's the Hulk, she doesn't get hurt. I don't know. it's kind of overly contrived. He's like, I need somebody to fly a plane in the negative zone. Okay, I'm perfect for that. I'm not a lawyer at all. So, yeah, it's so they all come together and create the Agents of S.M.A.S.H. by the end of the second episode. But just not spoiling anything there, because that's got to happen at some point. But of course, the main two parts, main storyline for the first two episodes is all about fighting Annihilus and smashing a lot of stuff. If you like big punching action, and honestly, when you have a character like the Hulk, you need to have characters alongside him, but especially against him, who are powerful enough not to be completely destroyed just by looking in his direction. And he gets that, because he doesn't get along with Red Hulk, so they like punching each other half the time. They get introduced to Scar. They don't know who he is, and there's punching there. So, yeah. One of the things I didn't need to learn from A-Bomb is the fact that because there was one bathroom on the Hulk jet, why does he have a Hulk jet? Like a jet that can fit multiple Hulks in it. But A-Bomb complains there's only one bathroom and can't. He has to hold it until She-Hulk is done, and then when he tries to go in there, he makes a big deal about how bad it smells. So apparently, She-Hulk drops some gamma level toxic bombs herself. Comedy. So, I don't know why that was needed to be in the story, but comedy. It's... And if anybody, they just had to do it to She-Hulk. I don't know. She's one of the boys, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, it's good fun. It's not made for me. It's not made for people who take their Marvel comics seriously. And again, you get a whole bunch of different characters throughout the Marvel Universe just thrown into the mix. You're going to see Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America at some point. Who else? Spider-Man, of course. You're going to see... Oh, J.K. Simmons plays J. Jonah Jameson on the Daily Bugle channel. Like, he does a news report. J.K. Simmons plays Jonah again, even in this animated show. That's kind of great. Characters like Ego the Living Planet. Of course, you're going to hear the late, great Stan Lee doing a voice in the first episode. So yeah, it's kind of great. Oh, wow. John DiMaggio plays Galactus. John DiMaggio, if you know, is Bender from Futurama and so many other things, but that's what I know him best from. Titania's in this. Oh, Werewolf by Night? Oh, geez. The Collector. Dracula even shows up, played by Corey Burton. Tom Kenny plays Dr. Octopus. Tom Kenny, SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh my gosh. Star-Lord. Phil Lamar is Dormammu. I can't even go into this. There's Skrulls. There's Guardians. There's Doctor Doom. Maurice LaMarche plays Doctor Doom. So yeah, Terry Crews plays Blade. So yeah, one of the things that when we have starting out in this story, one of the struggles for the character is that he is seen as a monster, and he wants to overcome that, but he doesn't really want to do it Rick's way. By the end of the second episode, he's kind of softened to the idea, but it's a matter of struggling between being the monster everybody expects you to be and trying to be the hero, the better person that you want to be. And even when Annihilus pushes him to the edge, does he succumb to being a monster in order to win the day, or does he do the heroic thing? So there's that struggle. And the fact that there's so many monsters that show up in this series is kind of great. The Living Mummy's in here, Werewolf by Night. I didn't see Moon Knight, but that'd be cool if Moon Knight showed up here as well. But yeah, Dracula, that's kind of cool. I don't know why I put this down, because I have to pick it up again to pick tomorrow's episode. But yeah, I like this more than I thought I would, because I figured it was going to kind of dumb itself down and just be a kid's show to sell toys. Because, you know, you're going to make toys of each of these figures, and you're going to put them in the Hulk car. it looks like a giant tumbler Batmobile. But it is sandy colored, like the original ones that would have been before Batman got a hold of him. Yeah, it's that. It's very much just good kid fun, and for the Marvel nerds out there like me, lots of little cameos and great voice acting throughout. So the humor's a little silly, but hey, again, kid show. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 323, the final, the last one in the list. We only have 323 options in this list, and the last one is, of course, a Z name, and it's a short from the Zombies universe. Yes, singing and dancing zombies and aliens and other things. I don't know. Anyway, Zombies, Addison's Moonstone Mystery. I don't know if that's like a series of little shorts or just one short that's like 15 minutes or something. I'm not sure. But we'll figure that out tomorrow. Anyway, Addison's Moonstone Mystery. Zombies, Addison's Moonstone Mystery. And the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.